Sorry. And I'm coming to make a video today because I promised Annette BSG mommy that I would do her tag. So I wanted to come in real quick and do this tag and try to answer these questions as quickly as possible because I only have 2 minutes, so I'm going to jump right into it. The first question is, what are you grateful for? I am grateful for so much. It is really hard to even know where to start. This being Easter weekend, it's just a fresh, the very first thing that comes to my mind that I am mostly grateful that God sent His only Son, Jesus, to die on the cross for my sins so that I have the hope of eternal life. So that's first and foremost. I'm super grateful for my husband and my family. Over the past week, I've been with a lot of girls from work, and I was reminded once again just how awesome my husband is. Not that I didn't already know, but when you get with a group of women and you get to hear about their terrible life experiences, and that's not to say that our life is perfect, because it's not, and we do argue, but when you get to hear about how awful just some of the problems that other people have, you just recognize once again how blessed you are. I'm very grateful that I was brought up in a home that loved me unconditionally and basically told me that it didn't matter what size I was or who I was or what color, it didn't matter, that you can make your own choices and that you can do whatever you want to do. I had great parents who really encouraged me, which is probably why at my heaviest weight, I still acted like a diva, because my parents always just encouraged me and reminded me that I was beautiful, and I'm just very, very blessed to have a good family. What's missing in your life? Well, nothing really. That's number 2. That's question number 2. Nothing. I'm very content, but if you watched my videos before, you know the only thing I sincerely feel like is missing in my life are children. My husband and I, and I'll talk about this in a little bit, but we went through fertility issues, which has gotten us to this point of my weight loss journey. And, that's what we're missing. The age group that we hang out with at church, they all have kids. All of our friends, they all have kids. And last weekend at the Easter egg hunt, that was for kids, my husband and I initially were staying because I was hanging out and helping with Cash and Cammy, which is my best friend's 2 kids. And then to look around and realize, well, nobody else is here that has kids. There are things that we don't get invited to because we don't have children, and that's not, and I have a lot of friends that invite us anyways, and we are friends with a bunch of kids, and we get invited sometimes just because, as one mom put it, William thinks you're his friend. So anyways, that's the only thing that I feel like is missing in my life. Other than that, everything, I'm very content. Number 3, what would you change about yourself? What do you need to change about yourself? This is hard, and there's a lot of things I need to change about myself. I need to really stay more focused on getting my protein in. Body image is something I need to really work on. I have always been such a confident person that I'm struggling now that my body looks like a deflated balloon all the time. I struggle with that. So that's probably the number 1 things I need to change. I need to change my attitude, and I'm way better. I've really worked on this. I prayed about this. My attitude about pregnant people. When I find out people are pregnant, I immediately go into negative things. So I really need to work on that. Number 4, what are you most proud of about yourself? Oh, gosh, I guess this journey. And to be honest, I'm really proud that even though, even when I was 357 pounds or 360 pounds, I think my heaviest recorded weight, I don't even think we were talking about that, but it was like 365, something like that I know of, that I was still rocking it out with a confidence. Should I have been? Probably not, but I was. So I'm really proud that, no matter what size I am, I seem to be content with my life. So, number 5, what are your talents? Well, I do sing, and I do not do weddings, but I don't do funerals, but I do plenty of weddings. I sing for lots of events. I grew up singing in church with my dad, and I've always sang, so I guess that's a talent. But recently I was telling somebody that my talent was high fives, hugs, and fist bumps. I give one heck of a hug, let me just tell you. I'm good at squeezing, and I like to give them. So those probably, I was just telling somebody last week that was my talent, so that's what I'm going to go with. Even though I do sing, I want to go with high fives, hugs, and fist bumps. So if you're looking for a good hug or a high five, let me know. I'll be glad to give you one. Number 6, the toughest time in your life. Well, if you follow my journey at all, then you probably know that for us, it was infertility. The last several years, struggling with that was awful. On so many different levels. It was a really good learning experience, I will say that. I'm in a much better place now because my focus is on something else right now. I know that when I'm about 18 months post-op, we're going to probably try to start having kids again, and I'm really nervous about it because I don't know that I want to return to that dark side if it doesn't go well. There was really dark days I didn't want to get out of the bed, days that I was blaming and very angry with God, very dark days. That was probably the ultimate worst. You know, I've lost some people that were really close to me as well, but those days where we were right in the heart of really trying to get pregnant and nothing was happening were awful. When you wake up in the morning and you start your lady time, not a good day. When you wake up in the morning or you hear somebody's pregnant and you cry all day, not a good day. So those were my the toughest time. Okay, number 7, the craziest thing you've ever done. Gosh, I don't know. I guess probably there was a stop sign when I was younger. I was probably like 16, 17, and it fell down and we stole it. FYI, those suckers are hugacious, and we tried to put it in the back seat of the car, and we had to actually roll the window down with part of the stick of this hugacious stop sign sticking out of the window. So I'm so glad that we didn't get caught. We also stole some of those orange poles, you know, those ones that like block the way so you'll know not to slide off this corner. Really hard to get out of the ground. They really put those suckers in there well. Those are probably the 2 craziest things I've ever done, I guess. I mean, I've done some crazy things, but I've never been much of a rebel, so, although those are pretty crazy. Number 8, what is your greatest regret? Before this journey, my greatest regret was not getting married and trying to have a baby earlier. I'm only 33, but I got married at 28, and I was really upset that we did not try to have kids earlier because I really was afraid. You know, when I was younger, I thought, well, you know, everything would have been working more properly and it would have gone a lot smoother. Now that I'm in this weight loss journey, my biggest regret is probably that I did not have weight loss surgery sooner. And kind of for twofold, because I could have been healthier sooner and because I could have been in a, you know, I could already be a mom by now. You know, maybe. We'll see. We don't know that was 100% the problem, but we'll see. And lastly, who has the greatest, I don't know what that is, greatest impact on your life? Probably, you know, my family, my parents, my husband, a constant source of support. My best friend, her 2 kids. I'm so blessed, and those are some things I'm most grateful for. I don't even think I mentioned them, but I'm probably Cash and Kami are probably the 2 of the things I'm most grateful for. Because even though I'm not their real mom, I've gotten to play that role so often with Bree traveling. And that's probably been one of the hardest things too, is because I do get to play that role. So when I don't have them, or when she's home, I'm just left standing there, kind of like, you know, what now? My best friend has been a huge impact on my life. I'm very, very thankful and blessed for her. And really, the weight loss surgery community. I've learned so much through the years just watching videos. You know, I started watching videos and stalking before I ever started making them, and been a huge impact on my life. Okay, guys, I'm at 10 minutes. Gotta go. Bye.